This was like, get over yourself. Spiritual downloads that I just dropped my ring. Hey, it's Marin, and in this video I'm doing something a little different, not astrology. One of my other spiritual downloads that I just dropped my ring. This is my graduation year ring, but anyway, back to the video. I wanted to make this video because I'm a big follower of the law of attraction, Abraham Hicks' teachings, and a lot of things regarding manifestation, and I think that there is an understanding of it that can be more 2.0, that can be more 5D, that can incorporate a more holistic, accepting understanding of reality that invites even less resistance into working with the law of attraction, because I think often we can be confused by why the law of attraction appears the way it does and therefore resist it, whereas I think I've come to an understanding of it that makes a lot more sense, and that the downloads that my guides have provided helps me understand it better as. So I like to call this law of attraction 2.0. The law of attraction states that you attract whatever you are a vibrational match to. And vibration is a combination of your thoughts, feelings, and actions. It's not a one-for-one thoughts create reality thing. Like, yes, you can say your thoughts create your reality, but like, it's not a input-output. It's more nuanced. If that was true, like, everyone would die in a fucking plane crash. Like, obviously, it's the whole vibration of like the true belief. True alignment takes more into account than just the surface gross thoughts. The subconscious beliefs and presuppositions about reality that underride those things are really what determine what bubbles up to the conscious surface of thought. And even our deepest subconscious beliefs about the world and that beyond it aren't the only vibration that we're tuning into. So this is where the 2.0 kind of comes in. The laws of the world that exist, like laws of physics, some laws of health, some laws of just matter in general, will be upheld no matter how much you deny them, because of collective thought structures. Pendulums that we buy into, and pendulums, I mean collective thought structures that are swinging with those thoughts, these pendulums will buy into momentum from every person that buys into them. So we're all connected through shared crossover of these beliefs. We all intricately hold some presuppositions about reality, so even if we try to diverge from some of these mass understandings, the overwhelming collective power behind them will still support these laws of reality. Basically, what came through for me in understanding this was like, get over yourself. It's not just you attracting what you think you're matching or attracting through rejecting. You are playing on a physical planet of both tangible and emotional vibrational connection to other beings. So with that, there are certain things that need to happen so that we can manifest in those more quantum ways of twisting reality. We have to have that structure beneath us so that we can co-create on top. And consciously believing and accepting the things that you have to do in 3D to manifest those 5D amazingness is different than blindly buying into the 3D matrix without any awareness of attracting. There are things that we have to go through, not because it's the way things are in like an unquestioning sense, but because it's the way things are in a current vibrational sense because of the prevailing collective consciousness. So when we do all ascend into 5D New Earth, the law of attraction won't have to rest at such a low common denominator, because we will all be understanding that we co-create our reality, and therefore we will be able to be more individualistic creators. It's kind of like when you're in school. Like, school is like the lowest common denominator of consciousness, like, or public events. Like, everyone is barely doing what they need to do to be there, but they're not actually, you know, outwitting themselves or being openly, you know, an astounding sense of character. To do that, often you have to be around people who are also highly individuated, highly in their own sense of self, highly in their body and intuitive to be able to reach those heights of what people can achieve. Often when you're in these huge group social situations like school or even the workplace, it is the lowest common denominator, and that's kind of like the planet we're on right now. Right now we were operating with having to deal with that density dragging us down, so that is just part of the inertia of the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is the prevailing law on this earth right now. It is the most prevailing formula for existence, but it's not a law that can be simplified down into like Newtonian physics or input-output. There is much more nuance to our direct vibrational output than we can flatly receive. And there can also be vibration accumulated over various past lives that's now like residually accumulating or culminating now, whether or not you're actively holding that in your gross consciousness. And to take from this, I think it all goes back to accepting the present moment, as cliche as that sounds. Honoring that wherever you're at in the present is your point of attraction. And just honoring that, just basking in that, rather than rejecting it or judging yourself for doing something wrong. Or even assuming you've done something wrong. There is no deserving, there is no black and white. Things are much more nuanced. Karma is cycles, karma is not give and get. So many factors go into this that the puny human mind cannot necessarily discern. And what we can do is simply practice more and more awareness on every step and part of our path. And remembering that there is no ultimate end goal of vibrational perfection. We are on the planet of refinement, not the planet of perfection. Because the law of attraction does exist. And if someone is triggered by that, they're just not in a place to healthfully receive those teachings. And the path of least resistance, what their truth will be in order to find their vibrational alignment most easily, will be to, in that moment, retain the victimhood and not tune into the law of attraction. It's kind of like how sometimes doing the right thing comes easiest when we're not actively weighing out the utility of doing the right thing. So if someone is triggered by the law of attraction, whether feel like a victim for, no, I couldn't have possibly attracted this, okay, the path of least resistance for you to attract better things is to bask in the victimhood. And maybe that's reorienting their momentum for a different locus of attraction from many past incarnations that needs to be wildly moved. They may need to completely reset for a number of reasons that, we're not even aware of. So, Law of Attraction 2.0, as I'm coining it, which isn't like the law of attraction is changing, it's just our understanding of the law, just means a more well-rounded view of the law of attraction, which includes collective paradigms that we agree to buy into, to a certain extent, as we incarnate on a 3D and now upgrading into 5D social planet. So we can understand that we agreed into interconnection and density, and the law of attraction incorporates the inertia of that connection and that density. And how to use this realization is simply to draw even more awareness to the present moment without judging it, and understanding that there is more collective magic tuning into what we attract than we may like to believe when we are isolated and taking all responsibility ourselves. So I hope that this was helpful. I like making these more spiritual videos here and there when I get the downloads. So if you did find this helpful, like, subscribe, turn on post notes, do all the things. Check out my private astrology consultations and videos down below, and I will see you in the next one.